Welcome to Steeltown Football, folks. I'm Bill. This is Mike. We're here to tell you everything you need to know about your Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm a journalist who wants to be a sports talking head. Mike is the expert in all things Pittsburgh Steelers and Pirates and Penguins and Pitt Panthers.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
That's my goal. That's what
That's your goal.
I try to be.
Yeah.
I
right.
try to be,
Yeah. So what we've decided pre-show is that there are some games that you just literally do not want to talk about. Would that be correct, Mike? So this is what we're talking about, this game right here.
Yeah, I think Mike Tomlin was quoted after the game by saying something in his post-game press conference. We really stunk it up.
Yeah.
I would say that's pretty accurate. So we couldn't do much of anything. It's disappointing. Disappointing.
Yeah. I watched the first half. Then I went to sleep because I got to go to work. And I am not an intense fan. So, but I know what it's like. I am an intense fan of another team. Right. And I know.
I mean, this is going to sound kind of weird, but I kind of had a feeling from the very beginning this wasn't going to be like our game.
When the safety
I'm not just
happened?
saying that. Well, I mean, that, yes. But Rodgers missed like DK Metcalf on what should have been an easy touchdown there in the first quarter.
Yeah.
He missed another wide open receiver, Geno Smith, that would have probably set up another score. I mean, Chris Boswell missed a field goal.
Yes.
45 yards.
That was a 45-yard field goal.
Right.
Indoors. I mean, you're inside a stadium.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he hit a 59-yarder, which is great, but I don't know. Things seemed very off, from the very, very beginning. I mean, honestly, the very first play of the game, when we received the ball, they kicked the ball out of bounds. So we had the ball at the 40-yard line. And of course, we false started.
So the very first play.
Yeah. So
it's interesting.
It was all kind of
the Chargers did that exact play at the beginning of the second half.
Yeah. So we just looked, our offense looked horrible. Aaron Rodgers, that's probably his worst game as a Steeler. Everything he threw was sailing on him. 2 picks. The one wasn't his fault, but the first one was, and it led to a touchdown. And I thought the defense played decent. We didn't get that signature turnover, which has really come back to haunt us. But I don't think our defense played bad. But man, when you only have 5 first downs in the first 3 quarters of the game,
you're not winning.
Your defense is on the field the entire game. So, just a really missed opportunity.
Yep. So anyway, but one thing that I saw that's like, wow, this is. See, I believe, and I know, there are 4 teams in the NFL that have fan bases far and above the rest of them. Green Bay. The Raiders, whatever town they're in, they got
wherever
fans.
they're playing this week. Yep.
The Cowboys, and then the Steelers, they have fan bases. And just to go to show you, I'm watching the pregame show, and they said that the Chargers, I still call them the San Diego Chargers. You can call them whatever you want. Were practicing silent counts for the snap. Why? Because the majority of fans in Los Angeles were who? Steeler fans. That's right.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And I don't know. We just travel really, really well. We've always, and I don't know, maybe a lot of.
Well, first of all, you're not traveling from Pennsylvania. These are people who live out there. Yeah. These are people that go to these games or people that live there. Why in a world, if you have a real job in Western Pennsylvania or Central Pennsylvania, You say, we're going to go to Los Angeles to watch this game.
Yeah, I don't know.
You
It's
know,
that's true. I'm sure there's a
yeah,
lot of Pittsburgh transplants there.
yeah,
There are a lot of Pittsburgh transplants everywhere. I mean, look, even like in Virginia Beach, we're at. I mean, there's a couple of Steelers bars. There's a lot of people from Pittsburgh
yeah.
here.
Well, yeah,
So
you told me
people,
about a Facebook page that's somewhere around here that's just full of Steeler fans.
yeah, yeah, and they all want to fire Mike Tomlin.
They've been wanting to
You know,
fire Mike Tomlin
I know.
since the year after he won the Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl. The next year, at the end of the year, we got to get rid of Tomlin. He just ain't all
Yes,
that. So,
but you would
hey,
think
we got the perfect place for him to go. Penn State.
Penn State there,
Perfect. I'm telling you, that's
maybe
where he
Penn
needs to
State,
go.
yeah. But it's really disappointing because I mean we had a great opportunity, you know, and to have like home fans in an
Yeah,
away stadium. I mean, and you just like you said, the fact that they had to practice the silent count in
yeah,
their own. I mean, that's just crazy. So you would think we would be able to feed off of that and show up, but man, we just didn't show up. But Steeler fans did, and
yeah.
that was
Steeler fans showed up.
pretty cool to see.
You know what? And they will show up again if they're in a place like that. So, hey, you got something going for you. Think about this: the Jacksonville Jaguars. How many people are showing up for a road game for Jacksonville?
Well, I was just gonna bring them up too. I mean, what does it say about their franchises? The Chargers and the Jaguars, who, I mean, man, people just don't support them. I mean, it's kind of, I mean, that's pretty disappointing.
Yeah,
I'm a Steelers fan, and I'm disappointed and upset, but I'm
yeah,
always going to support my team. I'm always going to come out and watch them
yeah,
and see them when I can, and I'm going to complain about them,
yeah,
like we do every Monday night here. But
yeah,
I'm a fan. I'm always going to be a fan, and I don't understand why those cities don't back their team. And look, I mean, the Chargers got a great team. I
yeah.
mean, they're like 7-3.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're a good team. They're a playoff team
But
now.
it's Los Angeles. There's all kinds of other things to do. But then
Yeah,
again, you've got the Dodgers. The Dodgers and the Lakers own Los Angeles.
that's true. Yeah,
You know, the Rams, they draw more than the Chargers do. But I mean, when the Chargers moved there, they were playing at a soccer stadium that held like 30,000 people, and they couldn't even fill that
yeah.
up. You know,
Right. Yes.
so
Yeah. It's just man. But it is what it is. But it is pretty cool to see at most NFL stadiums how many Steeler
yeah,
fans,
yeah. But like I said,
either
the Steelers are one of the big four in the NFL. And
right.
wherever you go, the fans are there. Like, for example, we don't have a team here, but the teams that draw the ratings, obviously the Redskins, but the Cowboys and the Packers and the Steelers, they always
Yeah.
draw big ratings when they're on TV. I know a
Right.
little bit
There's a
about that.
huge yes. And so do I, Billy. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
But you're right. Their local stations, lobby to have their games shown
Yeah,
because there is such a big,
yeah,
big following here. Um,
yeah,
but it is one game, as you said, but when you look at how well the Ravens are playing right now, I mean, you got to show up, man, and we just didn't show up, and now
yeah.
we got a 1 game lead in our division,
Well, I
and
mean,
anything can go.
to bring a Debbie Downer on it, you've lost 3 of 4.
Right,
So, what did you?
right,
But 2 of those was it? Yeah, 2 of those are road games. So,
right.
your last 4, you had 2 home, 2 roads, and they lost to 2 road games. So, anyway, you want to talk about
I
the
mean,
upcoming schedule? Because in order to get to the playoffs, or a winning record, I should say, you're going to have to win. Was it at least 5 of the next? Was it how many games you got left? 7,
we got 8,
8 games. So you need to win 5 of
4.
the 8.
Yeah, we got 8 games left, 17 game. Yeah, we're 5-4, and we got a 17 game season. So yeah, I mean, it's you kind of look back at that Cincinnati game. I mean, Cincinnati was a team that we should have beat a few weeks ago without Joe
Yeah,
Burrow. I mean,
yeah,
that was a must-win game for us because, I mean, despite losing three or four, I mean, we lost to playoff teams. I mean, the Chargers are
yeah,
a good team, as you said, and the Packers are a good team as well.
yeah,
Somehow we beat the Colts and all that. But yeah, looking ahead, I mean, we played the Bengals in Pittsburgh this weekend. Now, you would think that since we lost to them earlier, that would be a game that we would be up for at home. And
yeah.
but it's a divisional game, and as you know, those games can go either
Those,
way, man.
but those games mean a lot.
They
You
do.
know, they in the players' minds, those games mean a lot more than traveling to the West Coast on a Sunday night to play a football game.
Right.
Players are people too. They're just like, ugh, we really want to be here for this. It's like the Chiefs played Kansas City, or Kansas City played San Diego for the first game of the
Right.
season in Brazil. Really?
Yeah.
And since they don't have a preseason really anymore, this is the first game that they played as a team. So
Right.
players are like, we don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Kansas City's not doing so hot this year. They're just one game above 500. So
Yeah. I mean, we have opportunities moving forward, though. I mean, we got Cincinnati, this week. We
yeah,
still have to play Baltimore twice. Um, and we got to play Cleveland, as well. So those are like four big divisional games that I would say we probably would have to win.
yeah.
If you beat teams in your own division,
Truthfully,
then
as far as divisional games, you need to win all of them except for the Ravens game in Baltimore.
I think if we
Yeah,
split the Ravens series, I think we'd be all
yeah,
right.
yeah,
But still, on our schedule, we got the Bengals this week.
yeah,
Then we got to go Chicago to play Caleb, Williams and the Bears, and the Bears
yeah,
are looking pretty good. After that, we're home against Buffalo. I mean, Josh Allen is probably going to shred us for 400 yards passing. He always does. I mean, Buffalo, even though they got blown out by the Dolphins and humiliated, embarrassed on the road,
yeah,
they're still a darn good team. I mean,
yeah.
that's not it. That's not an easy game at all.
No, you can't overlook.
Um,
You cannot overlook these games. If you need to win them, you can't. So
Right, and we still got to go. We're home against Miami after we play the Ravens, and we got to go to Detroit. I mean, look at how good the Lions are
yeah,
playing, man. I mean, that's, I
yeah.
mean,
In Detroit, that's good. Yeah,
in Detroit, and then we're at Cleveland, and then our final game of the year, which actually could determine the division, believe it or not, is we're home against the Ravens.
yeah,
So that could be the game for the division and a playoff berth or whoever.
yeah.
But we just got
Well,
to straighten some things out.
at least you're at home for this game, so
Yeah, that's true.
that helps a lot. Well,
That
it helps most teams a lot.
you
sometimes you
you you would
sometimes you wonder,
you
what are
would
you
think
thinking,
so.
folks?
You would think so. So I mean, again, you beat, oh, man, you beat the teams you should beat,
Anyway,
and
so what do they get? They have a 1 game lead, a 1.5 game lead in the division.
one game. Yep.
1 game over Cincinnati or
No, the
Baltimore.
Ravens, Baltimore.
Ravens. Okay,
Yeah,
so what do
Steelers
they
are
won?
5-4. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Steelers are 5-4. Ravens are 4-5. Bengals are 3-6.
Okay.
So I mean, but if the Bengals beat us this weekend,
You cannot lose
I
this
mean,
game. You
no, I
literally
mean
every game you have left is just say
I
it
mean
mildly.
the
It's pretty much
Bengals,
a do or die.
right?
You know.
I mean, the Bengals are 2 games behind us, and actually they beat us once. So really, I guess that would mean they're a
Yeah.
game and a half behind us because they would win the tiebreaker. But
Yeah. Because
um,
I don't
uh,
think they can lose more than 2 more games and make the playoffs. Because they lose 2 more games. Let's say no, they lost. They got 4 losses, right?
right,
Okay.
yep, we're 5-4. So we
So
would
they could
finish 11-6,
if they
which should
finish
be
10
enough
and
to get you in.
10 and 7 will get you in the playoffs. My guess, 10 and 7.
Yeah.
I
But
don't know
you,
that,
you
but
look at right, but you look at how well, like, I mean, the Dolphins. I mean, not the Dolphins, but the Patriots are playing well.
yeah,
Colts,
Patriots are
you
playing real
know,
well.
the Bills. So like. if we don't win the division, man, we better have a heck of a good record because I don't know. I think the Chiefs are going to make a run. I mean,
I don't
the Chiefs aren't even in the playoffs right now. It is
know.
crazy as it is,
Yeah.
but they always find a way. I don't know.
Well, last year they won like 8 games by 3 points or less. I think it was 8 games
Yeah.
that they won by 3 points or less. I think it may have been just a point. So, well, actually, what
I
they call
mean,
it they call it a 1-score game. Whatever that was.
right.
So,
I mean,
anyway,
Mahomes is Mahomes. You never know. So
yeah,
we gotta show up. We gotta show up and take care of business. And these next
yeah,
couple of weeks are really, really big for us. I forgot to check the Ravens schedule. I know their first couple of games were pretty brutal. I don't know who else who was left for them to play besides us. So
yeah.
I don't know if their strength of schedule is you know easy or
It,
tough or whatever, but yeah, we can't stink it up again. I'll tell you that.
well,
I mean,
I would assume the players know this. What do you think? Do you think they have the wherewithal to say, yes, we understand that we can't lose these games?
I would think so.
Yeah.
But just like you said, any given Sunday, sometimes things just don't go your way.
Oh, yeah.
I
They
mean,
just don't.
sometimes you just don't make the football plays, man. I mean,
Yeah.
but you got to find a way to overcome those mistakes and make the adjustments. But again, I thought the defense played pretty decent. It's just our offense was just stunk it up.
Yeah.
And the penalties, the turnovers. I mean, yeah, we just yeah, fresh start, home coming home, playing the Bengals, big game. If you can't get up to play the Bengals or the Ravens or the Browns, then you probably shouldn't be a
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steeler. We have
Yeah.
an opportunity here, and you know, we still got a game lead in the division, but man,
Mm-hmm.
we gotta solve some wide receiver problems on offense. I mean, we don't have a legitimate number 2 or number 3 receiver, so every team is just double teaming DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
I
Well, it
mean, we're
makes it
just not
easy.
an explosive. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just not very
Yeah.
explosive on offense,
But
and that's
I remember you telling me at the beginning of the season this exact thing. You told me this exact thing that the 2 best receivers are tight ends.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Pat Fryermuth and Darnell Washington, but man, you just can't keep throwing to your tight ends. Yeah. I mean, we should have been more aggressive before the trade deadline and picked up a legitimate WR2.
Well, that's what
You know,
everybody says.
but
All
but we
right,
have some
folks.
talent. We
Yeah.
just got to make it work.
We're gonna have to cut this sob fest off here
Right. Cut the sob fest off. Right. I forgot
and
my
move
box of
on.
tissues. Where are they? Where are the
Yeah,
box of tissues, Billy?
Anyway, look, it's going to be okay. They still got a 1-game lead. You still have high hopes. You could be the Bengals, right? Right. But you're
Right.
not. You're the Pittsburgh Steelers, and there's something to be said for that. You know how many teams would like to be the Pittsburgh Steelers out there? About
Awful lot of them.
25. About
Right.
25 teams would like to be you. So, hey,
Right. I would agree.
look at the bright
And
side. You could be a great team with a 7-3 record and playing in a beautiful stadium that nobody comes to.
right. That's true. How
That's
depressing
right.
is that?
That's
How depressing
depressing.
is that? Yeah, that's just
I mean, think about it. You're a
yeah.
player on the team and you look around and you go, 3/4 of this place are the other team's fans.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
All right, folks, we're going to sign off. Remember, like and subscribe because we need your support because we're trying to get at least 50 subscribers by the end of this month. We can do it with your help.
Yes, we can. Go
Yes, we
Steelers.
can.
Here we go.
Go Steelers. So long, everybody.
See ya.
This has been a production of Steeltown Football. Tune in each week for the best Steelers commentary in the world.